You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. In the morning, people living in the South Country District will find out if they're facing a 13% increase in their school taxes. The school board is set to vote on the proposed budget tonight. Now, the double-digit increase would be used to fill a nearly $6 million shortfall. And if the board rejects it, the district may have to cut jobs and programs. The public will get to vote on the spending plan on May 19th. And a former PTA treasurer at the Jericho Elementary School in Center Reach is accused of stealing more than $50,000. Police say Jody Scarlatos used PTA funds to pay for personal expenses, restaurants, and hotels. She has been charged with grand larceny. And a worker was seriously hurt at the Suffolk Police Department's impound facility today. Police say the Department of Public Works employee fell 20 feet after scaffolding collapsed. The 57-year-old was taken to Stony Brook University Hospital. And the MTA will be meeting with LIRR union leaders next week to try and avoid a strike. Now, a strike could happen as early as May 16th. There have been nearly 3 years of contract negotiation failures between the two groups. And if a strike happens, it would be the first railroad work stoppage in more than 3 decades. And repairs have begun on the Fire Island Inlet Bridge. Now, over the winter, a chunk of pavement fell off the bridge, leaving a hole in the roadway. Now, one lane will be closed between Ocean Parkway and Robert Moses State Park every day between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. for the rest of the month. And a rare white deer has been spotted out east. Take a look. The deer has a genetic trait called leucism, which causes a loss of pigment. About 1% of deer have this unique trait. All right, let's take a quick look at tomorrow's weather. It was a decent day today if you would just ignore all that rain. Tomorrow it's going to be a better day, though. Partly cloudy skies. Temps in the 60s are warming up again. We'll have that 7-day forecast for you later in the broadcast. Tomorrow is the NFL draft, and the Giants have 2 top 10 picks. Jamie Stewart and Giants beat writer Evan Barnes tell us who Big Blue has on their radar.
I'm Jamie Stewart. The NFL draft is this Thursday night, and all of a sudden the Giants are poised to be major players. And that's because the G-Men now have 2 top 10 picks after trading star nose tackle Dexter Lawrence to Cincinnati for pick number 10. And with me now to talk Big Blue is Newsday's Giants beat writer Evan Barnes. Evan, the Giants are now picking 5th and picking 10th. How much does this change everything for the G-Men?
It changes a lot. I mean, you go from having a thought about, well, maybe you take one top 5 player and now you have a chance to swing twice and get 2 players that can really help you right away. I mean, this is a great haul for the Giants in terms of getting a top 10 pick straight up for one of the best nose tackles in the league. So I think you're probably going to see a double, maybe not a double dip, but I think Jeremiah Love, like we just saw reports that the Cardinals might be in play for him at number 3. So if that happens, then the Giants will probably go deep into number 5. Again, I really love Ohio State linebacker Sonny Styles. I think he's a player that fits an incredible need in the middle of the field. And then maybe at number 10, you go either Caleb Downs, his Ohio teammate at safety, or Jordan Tyson, the receiver at Arizona State. There's been reports that Joe Schoen not only saw his workout, but had dinner with him.
You mentioned Joe Schoen. Well, Schoen and new head coach Harbaugh, they are running the show, but who has the bigger say in the pick, the GM or the new coach?
I think you said it. John Harbaugh is going to have the bigger say just because you're not paying him $20 million a year just to kind of stand there and be the figurehead and oversee, the football part of things. You're picking him to see this team through every stage of this operation. So John Harbaugh will have a great say in this.
I totally agree with you. All right, so time is now. Prediction, 5 and 10.
I think I gave you a great hint, Jamie. I would go Sonny Styles at number 5. Again, middle, inside linebacker, great speed, big presence, 6'5", 244, had a great NFL combine showing. You take him, you pair him with Tremaine Edmonds, who the team just signed. That's a great tandem in the middle of the field. And then at number 10, as much as I'm not sure about his health, Jordan Tyson. I think that the team really likes him. I think you get a number 2 receiver, which I think they do need a number 2 receiver. With Malik Neighbors coming off his injury, you need another young receiver to pair with Jackson Dart. So I think Jordan Tyson can play at number 10, or they might go with Carnell Tate at Ohio State. But I think Jordan Tyson seems like that's the guy that the Giants are probably going to look at.
A stud on defense, stud on offense. Good job drafting. He's Evan Barnes. I'm Jamie Stewart. The NFL Draft is this Thursday night from Pittsburgh.
We continue to highlight the jobs you do. Here's a look at how to mass meal prep in this week's LI Works. Grab your food, we're mass meal prepping. If you ever meal prepped for yourself, you know how much work goes into making all your entrees perfectly. But today we are exploring what it takes to be a meal prepper for the masses. So let's meet.
My name is Matthew Riss. I'm the co-owner of Redefined Meals.
As a mass meal prepper, Matthew says in order to grow your kitchen to the corner store, you have to be ready to take on different roles.
We did everything from marketing to production to delivery to customer service. So you got to have a wide range of skills.
And the work hours, those come in big portions.
You want to be an entrepreneur, no matter what industry you're in, it's not a 9-to-5. So you're not getting a 9-to-5 experience. So 90 to 100-hour weeks is not something that's out of the question.
Don't worry, those long work hours we put to good use, like building and working with large teams, abiding by state and federal regulations.
Everything has to be temperature checked. That's to maintain FDA requirement.
All while trying to exercise your creativity and resilience.
Because for every good idea that you implement, there's 100 more that you're incapable of theorizing and doing. Someone out there knows how to do that, or we have to create it ourselves.
Now, if mass meal prepping seems overwhelming, that's because it is. We're talking thousands of ingredients, hundreds of meals, dozens of employees, all working together. And on top of that, the food has to taste good.
So this is the grilled chicken roll with some cheese, chipotle sauce, and it's good.
But Matthew and Mark say if you're willing to take on the challenge, the job is not only filling, but fulfilling too.
We started with 2 Honda Accords and we were college kids. If you can keep stacking small wins as an entrepreneur, you look back in 9-10 years and you're like, wow, I'm here now. So maybe the small wins are what is a great day.
All right, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast to see if there's still rain on the weekend coming up. And yes, there is. But Thursday, Friday, what a beautiful 2 days we have coming up to finish out the week. 70 tomorrow, Friday is 60. Rain on Saturday, and next week we have some rain visiting as well.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Fire Island Ferries.
Now, for more on the stories you've seen here today, head over to Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. I'm Ken Buffa. More news coming up.
There's more to Long Island than you know when you picture this. Join Macy Egland for a journey through some of the major moments in Long Island's past through the lens of the Newsday archives. Picture This, available now at Newsday.com/picture this.